Picture this, it's 1800 in a smoky English mill town. A working-class father comes home after 12 hours in the factory, pockets jingling with a week's wages. But before he can even think about food or rent, a huge portion of that money has to go toward candles. For centuries, artificial light wasn't cheap or easy. Families burned tallow candles made from animal fat, smelly, smoky, and dim. A single pound of candles could cost as much as a worker earned in a day or more. Historians estimate that in England, the average working family poured nearly 10% of their income into illumination. That was more than clothing and sometimes rivaled what they spent on housing. Why so expensive? Making candles was labor-intensive. Tallow came from slaughtered animals, and beeswax for richer folks was even pricier. Poor families often made their own rushlights, reeds dipped in grease, but these burned out in minutes. Light wasn't just convenience, it was power. Without it, you couldn't work, study, or even socialize after sunset. Darkness ruled the night, and fighting it cost a fortune. Let's step into a typical 18th century cottage. The sun rises early, and so does everyone. Work happens while it's light. Spinning wool, mending tools, teaching kids. But as shadows lengthen, panic sets in. "Mind the candle," the mother warns. One small flame flickers on the table. The family huddles around it, father repairing shoes, mother sewing, children doing homework by that tiny glow. They tilt their heads close, eyes straining. If the wind blows through a crack in the wall, darkness. Many families burn just one candle per evening, carefully snuffing it out when not needed. Kids shared beds in total black. Accidents were common, people tripped. Fire started from October flames.
Wow,
In winter,
look at the lights,
with short
like
days,
magic.
life felt even
This will make our nights better.
Some workers brought home candle ends from factories, but theft of candles was a real crime. Wealthy homes were different. Grand. Chandeliers with dozens of beeswax candles turned nights into parties. But for the
it's
poor,
glowing,
light
so
was rationed
bright
like
and
gold.
steady.
Families
No
skipped
more dim
meals
candles,
or
this is
patched
the
ragged
future.
clothes
It's like
just
magic,
to afford that
so
one
beautiful.
precious flame. No wonder bedtime came right after sunset for most. Section candles weren't just household items, they were big business. Chandlers, candle makers had shops in every town.
Look at these
Whale
lamps,
oil lamps
turning
became
night into
popular
day.
later, but hunting
It's a
whales
miracle.
was
So
dangerous
bright
and
and
expensive.
safe.
In
And the
America
factory, night
and
shifts are
Europe,
possible now.
tallow was.
No more dark,
King
scary
collected from
nights.
butcher scraps.
Electricity
Single
has
tallow
changed
candle
everything.
gave off
It's a
weak,
blessing, dear.
flickering light and a
My
greasy
homework's
smell
done,
that
Dad.
stuck to clothes.
My book's so nice.
Beeswax
Good
burned
lad.
cleaner
We're
and
lucky.
brighter,
So
but
true.
cost 5 to 10 times more reserved for churches and mansions.
This is the life, eh?
Innovations like molded
So
candles
much
in
brighter,
the
dear.
1800s helped, but
I can see
prices stayed
perfectly,
high.
Dad.
Think about the
That's
math.
right,
If
son.
a family earned £50 a year,
With this light, you
typical
can
for
see
workers,
everything so clearly.
£5 went to
Yes,
candles.
Ami, it's
That's
much
like
easier to
spending
study
hundreds
now.
of dollars monthly
And
on
we
light
save so
today.
much now.
Governments
This changes
being
everything.
taxed.
Papa,
Candles
is this
heavily,
right?
making them a symbol
Yes,
of oppression.
good. Now carry the one
Smugglers
here.
dealt in illegal wax.
You are all doing
Light
so well.
literally
I
shaped
finished my
economies.
page.
Factories closed at dusk,
It's
limiting
like so
productivity.
bright.
The Industrial Revolution was powered by steam but lit by expensive candles. Then came hope. In the early 1800s, inventors raced to crack cheap light. Argan
This
lamps
panel
improved
harnesses
oil
ambient
burning.
energy for perfect free
Kerosene
light.
from coal
Wow,
and
Dad,
later
so
petroleum
what? It
was
feels
a
like
game changer,
sunshine.
brighter,
Exactly.
cheaper,
A journey
less
from
smoky.
candles to
But
this.
the real
You're
hero?
changing the world.
Electricity. Thomas Edison and Candle. Others perfected the light bulb in the late 1800s. Suddenly, one bulb could outshine dozens of candles. Power
This is a
plants
tallow
spread.
candle.
By the
Before electricity,
1930s,
this was our light.
Electricity
It's so
reached
crude.
most
How did it
homes in
even
the
work?
West. The
And now this
transformation was
mantle gives us
mind-blowing.
light anywhere.
A day's
We've
wage
come so
that once
far.
bought 10 minutes
This
of
is how our
Babylonian
ancestors
light
lived
now
every
bought
night.
hours of bright,
It's so
clean
dark.
illumination. Factories
we have
ran
light.
night shifts. Students studied
Wow,
longer.
that's better.
Cities
We are
glowed
so
with
lucky.
streetlights, slashing crime and boosting nightlife. The cost of light plummeted from 10% of income to almost nothing. What was once a luxury became basic right today. Flip a switch, boom instant.
Son, this
safe,
light is our
affordable
past,
light.
present,
Your phone
and
screen
future.
alone is brighter than
I understand
any
that.
1800s candle.
I
We
will
spend
carry
a
it
tiny
forward.
fraction on electricity.
This is our
compared
legacy
to
of
our
light.
ancestors' candle budgets. Yet this history reminds us how far we've come. That 10% burden wasn't just money; it stole time, knowledge, and joy. Kids now read under bright lamps instead of squinting by firelight. Entrepreneurs work late. Families bond without fearing the dark. Next time you complain about your electric meter, remember, our ancestors would have killed for that expensive power. The story of light is the story of progress. It shows how innovation frees us from drudgery and lights up human potential. So, the next evening you stay up late, scrolling or reading this story, Thank the inventors, the scientists, and the dreamers who made darkness optional.
What a bright
World we live in now, imagine this. While Europe and America were just beginning to enjoy electric bulbs in the 1930s, billions of people in Asia, Africa, and Latin America were still living exactly like our 18th century ancestors, trapped in darkness after sunset. Even in the 21st
The light
century,
is fading.
many villages in parts of India,
know. We
Pakistan,
must be
and
careful.
sub-Saharan Africa relied on
It won't
kerosene
last the
lamps and
night.
candles. Families still spent a shocking portion of their tiny incomes just to see at night. Children studied under the weak, smoky light of a single kerosene wick, damaging their eyes and breathing toxic fumes every single evening. But then something incredible happened again. Solar power arrived like a quiet revolution. Cheap solar lanterns and home systems started spreading across rural
This is
areas.
all we
A
have.
$20 solar light could
barely
replace
enough, but
months
it'll
of
do.
kerosene spending. Suddenly, kids could
We need
study
them for the
after
winter.
dark, shops stayed open
know.
longer, and villages felt safer. This brings us to the powerful lesson: the fight for affordable light is not over. Even today, nearly 700 million people worldwide still
Careful
live
now,
without
mind the
reliable
stones.
electricity. Yet every time
A
a new
rat?
solar panel
Keep
lights
close.
up a home,
We're nearly there.
history repeats itself. Another family breaks free from the 10% trap our ancestors knew so well. So the next time you switch on your lights without thinking, remember this full journey, from expensive animal fat candles to solar-powered LEDs.
There we are.
It's
Our
not
new
just
lamp.
ancient history.
Oh, it's so
a living
bright
story
and
of
steady.
human progress,
Wow,
innovation,
look at the
and
lights, like magic.
Aye.
light is freedom.
This will make our
And
nights
thanks
better.
to centuries of dreamers and inventors, we now live in the brightest era humanity has ever known. What do you think? Would you survive 1 week in a world without electricity? Drop your answer in the comments.
There we are.
Like if
Connected.
this story opened your
Oh,
eyes
it's glowing,
and subscribe
so
for more
bright and
mind-blowing
steady.
history documentaries.
No more dim candles.
Turn
This
on
is the
that
future.
notification
It's like
bell because the
magic.
future
So
is
beautiful.
bright. Fast forward to tomorrow. What if the story of light keeps getting even better? Scientists are already creating lights that can heal, teach, and connect us in ways our ancestors
Look at
could
these
never
lamps,
imagine.
turning night into day.
Smart LEDs that
It's a
adjust
miracle.
color to match
So
your
bright
mood,
and safe.
reduce eye strain,
And the factory, night
or
shifts
even
are
help
possible
plants
now.
grow indoors.
No more dark,
Solar
scary
roads
nights.
that light up highways
Electricity has
at night.
changed
Tiny,
everything.
affordable
It's a
bulbs
blessing,
powered
dear.
by body heat or
My
movement
homework's
for
done,
the
Dad.
poorest villages.
My book's
But
so
here's the
nice.
most exciting
lad.
part.
We're lucky.
We're
So
entering an
true.
age where light will cost almost nothing.
This is the
Fusion
life, eh?
power, better batteries,
So
and
much
global
brighter,
solar
dear.
networks could make
I can see
electricity so
perfectly,
cheap
Dad.
that the 10%
That's right,
of
son.
income nightmare becomes a forgotten fairy
With this
tale
light, you
for
can
every
see
human
everything
on
so
Earth.
clearly.
This
Yes, Ammi,
300-year
it's
journey
much
from
easier to
smoky
study
tallow
now.
candles to
And we
intelligent,
save so much
clean
now.
light
This changes
proves one
everything.
powerful truth.
Papa, is this right?
Every big problem in
Yes,
human
good.
history
Now
eventually
carry the one
meets an
here.
even bigger solution.
You are all doing
Darkness
so
didn't
well.
last
I finished
forever.
my page.
Neither will poverty,
Yeah,
hunger,
life's
or
so
disease
bright.
if we keep innovating. So the next time you turn on a light, pause for 1 second. You're not just flipping a switch, you're standing. On the shoulders of millions who dreamed of this moment, hold on.
This panel
before we end
harnesses
this
ambient
journey.
energy for
Here are
perfect
the
free light.
craziest,
Wow, Dad,
lesser
so
known
one. It
truths
feels like
about the dark
sunshine.
ages of light.
Exactly.
That will blow
A
your
journey from
mind.
candles to
Did
this.
you know
You're
that
changing
in
the
medieval
world.
Europe, churches actually paid candle taxes to make it more expensive to farmers? Some cathedrals burned over 20,000 candles in a single Christmas service, enough money
This is
to
a
feed
tallow
an entire
candle.
village for
Before
months.
electricity, this
In
was our
18th
light.
century
It's
London,
so crude. How
thieves
did it
had a
even
special
work?
named link
And now
boys.
this manual gives
These
us
kids
light
carried
anywhere.
burning torches
We've
through
come
dark
so far.
streets and charged people
This is
for
how our
safe passage
ancestors
home.
lived every night.
If you didn't pay,
It's so
they'd
dark.
blow out the light and
But
leave
we
you
have
in
light.
total darkness, easy prey for
Wow,
robbers.
that's better.
Here's
We are
something
so
even
lucky.
wilder. Before electricity, people's sleep patterns were completely different. They practiced segmented sleep. Reading or making
Son,
babies,
this light is our
then
past,
sleeping again
present,
until
and future.
dawn.
I understand
that.
that.
Second sleep only disappeared
I'll
when
carry
cheap
it
bright
forward.
lights arrived.
This is our
In
legacy
Japan,
of light.
They used fireflies and beautiful paper lanterns as living lights. Rich families would actually buy thousands of fireflies for one night of lawn parties. Compare that to today. Your smartphone screen at full brightness gives more light than 50 candles and costs less than 0.0%. A single LED bulb that costs $2 can last 20 years and save you hundreds of dollars. We now enjoy 40,000 now that you've traveled through 300 years of darkness and light. Let's bring it straight to you. Close your eyes for a second and imagine tonight all electricity disappears. No lights, no phone, no TV, no fridge humming in the background. You have only candles or a small kerosene lamp. How long would you last before frustration hits? Most of us would be shocked at how dependent we've become. Yet our grandparents or great-grandparents lived this reality every single day. They sacrificed 10% of their income just to push back the night for a few precious hours. This story isn't just history, it's a wake-up call to appreciate what we have. Every time you turn on a light, you're experiencing a luxury that kings and queens of the past could only dream of. Your bedroom at 2 a.m. is brighter than Versailles during a royal ball. Here's a small challenge for you this week. Notice every time you flip a switch or use a screen. Thank the inventors silently for 1 second. Tell one person a surprising fact from this video, because gratitude for progress fuels even more progress.
Barely enough.
The battle against darkness was won by human curiosity, stubborn inventors, and brilliant minds who refused to accept that night should limit our lives. That same spirit is still alive today, solving energy crises, climate challenges, and bringing light to the last dark corners
Careful
of our
now,
planet.
mind the stones.
We don't just live in the brightest era of history.
Keep close.
We are.
We're nearly
the
there.
generation that can make sure no child on Earth ever has to struggle for light again. Let's end where we began, with that single powerful idea. Before electricity, light was so expensive that ordinary people gave up 10% of everything they earned just
There
to
we
see
are.
after
Our
sunset.
new lamp.
But here's the deeper
It's so
truth.
bright and
The
steady.
war against darkness
Wow,
was
look at
never
the
really
lights,
about
like
candles or
magic.
bulbs. It was
This will
about
make
the
our
human
nights better.
spirit refusing to be limited by the night. Every inventor who mixed whale oil, every scientist who played with electricity, every poor mother who stretched one candle to last the whole evening,
There
they
we
were
are.
all part of the same
Connected.
revolution.
Oh, it's
A
glowing,
revolution that
so
said,
bright and steady.
We will not
No
live
more dim
half
candles.
our
This
lives
is
in
the
the
future.
dark.
It's like
Today,
magic.
that revolution
So
continues
beautiful.
in new forms. Scientists are developing lights that can detect diseases, street lamps that charge electric cars, and smart windows that turn sunlight into power. In remote villages,
Look at
children
these
who
lamps,
once studied
turning
by
night into
kerosene
day.
are now using
It's a
solar
miracle.
tablets
So
under
bright
clean
and
LED
safe.
lights.
And the factory,
The
night
cost of
shifts are
light has
possible now.
dropped so dramatically
dark,
that it's
scary
almost
nights.
free, and that freedom
Electricity
is spreading
has
faster
changed
than
everything.
ever.
It's
This
a blessing,
is not just
dear.
a history lesson.
My homework's
This is
done,
proof
Dad.
that progress
My
is
book's
real.
so nice.
That
Good lad.
problems that
We're
once
lucky.
seemed
So
impossible
true.
can be solved completely. That every small invention
This is
adds
the
up
life,
to change
eh?
the entire world.
So
So
much
the next
brighter,
time you
dear.
complain about your electricity
I
bill,
can see perfectly,
remember
Dad.
the father in 1750
That's right,
who
son.
chose between buying candles or
With this
feeding
light,
his
you can see
children.
everything
The
so
next time
clearly.
Yes,
you
Ami,
stay up
it's
late
much easier
working,
to study
reading,
now.
or creating,
And we
remember
save
you're
so
doing
much now.
something our
This
ancestors
changes
could
everything.
only dream of.
Papa, is
We
this
are
right?
the lucky ones.
Yes,
we live in
good.
the age
Now
where
carry
night
the
has
one
lost
here.
its power.
You are
The
all
story
doing
of
so
light is
well.
still being
I
written
finished
by
my
you,
page.
by me,
You.
by every
It's like
curious
so
mind
bright.
watching this right now. What will we light up next? Space colonies, deep oceans, new worlds? Darkness has been defeated. Now it's time